David Petersen returns to the world of Mouse Guard in the Owlhen Caregiver from Boom Studios. Let's go check it out. Hello and thank you for joining me for another issue of On the Shelf. I'm Simon, Editor-in-Chief for ConstantCollectible.com, and today we discover that David Petersen returns to the world of Mouse Guard in the Owlhen Caregiver from Boom Studios. Boom Studios has announced that Mouse Guard, the Owlhen Caregiver, a special issue that collects 3 poignant tales that marks David Petersen's return to his beloved Eisner and Harvey Award-winning New York best-selling series, is a self-contained special available in July 2021. Which of life's biggest lessons can be learned from the smallest amongst us? A young mouse learns that compassion and kindness are great virtues in the Owlhen Caregiver. Meanwhile, Piper, the listener, finds a brave mouse venturing into the wild country to learn the tongues of other beasts. And finally, a grizzled old fur shares the lessons of putting a whisker out too far in the wild wolf. Petersen had this to say about the upcoming book. I'm so pleased that readers get to walk back into the mouse territories, be accompanied by familiar guard mice, and encounter snakes, owls, wolves, rams, otters, toads, and foxes again. Short stories are magical things despite their size. They are exactly the right shape to hold large messages of morality and virtue. The common themes in these stories are ones of hope and of compassion, of service and the well-being of others, and every other world could use more of that. Mouse Guard is a New York Times best-selling Eisner and Harvey Award-winning comic book series written and illustrated by David Petersen. Digging into his love of animal stories and medieval role-playing games, David created a fantasy adventure world of cloaked sword-wielding mice who protect the common mouse against threats of predator, weather, and wilderness. The stories are released as a series of miniseries available as individual comic issues first, and then collected into a hardcover volume. Bryce Carlson, editor of Boom Studios, had this to say about Mouse Guard. It's very exciting to return to the world of Mouse Guard, to engage with characters whose stories that David has beautifully created and continues to expand upon. David has an incredible talent for writing and illustrating stories that bring the reader into the richly detailed world drawn from his imagination, and it's simply the joy to spend time in this world and allow David to guide the journey. Mouse Guard, the Owlhen Caregiver, featuring cover art by Petersen, will be on the shelf in July 2021, exclusively at your local comic shop. That brings us to a close of another issue of On the Shelf. More news can be found on our website and across social media, where you can find all the news and reviews from a world of geek culture just by using the links below in the show notes. Our email is constantcollectible@gmail.com, and we will be back next time where we'll find out what's on the shelf. In the meantime, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to All Things Constant Collectible to keep you up to date with the news, reviews of a world of geek culture. I'm Simon. Thanks for watching, thanks for listening, and we'll see you next time to see what's on the shelf.